What's going on, guys? Jordan for Flyers here, and I am bringing you episode number 9 of the Pokemon Diamond Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the previous episode, we took down the Valley Windworks and all of the galactic goons that were over there. We fought Mars and unfortunately lost yet another team member, because we have to have that every freaking episode. And we ventured north to Route 205, where we took down a couple trainers. And you might be wondering why I'm at the beginning of the road again. Well, I so happen to be recording this episode on a Friday. That means Drifloon. Now, I'm super conflicted because this Drifloon, or whatever it's randomized to, it will count as an encounter because it is a static Pokemon. Static encounters count as encounters. I can use it on my team in a Nuzlocke. The problem is, this thing, whatever it is level 22, which is, I believe, 7 levels above everything else on, or at least, I don't know, 7 levels above, like, the average of what my team would be. So I kind of want to wait to get the Drifloon encounter until after, or maybe just before, I take on the second gym leader. So, the Drifloon's gonna hang there for a bit. We will catch the Drifloon probably next week. I will make sure and record the episode just before or just after the gym battle on a Friday. So, let's hop right into the team recap. First up, we have Team Killer the Bonsly. She is sassy nature with Rock Head, so no recoil for you. That's actually a fantastic thing, so I'm happy with that. And now I see why the Sudowoodo raped my team before, because his defenses are pretty good even as a Bonsly. So I guess that's that. And she's got Fake Tears, Copycat, Flail, and Low Kick. We have Noodleman the Flaffy. Somehow became the leader of the team. Went from temporary to leader. One of our neutral natures was Static, Tackle, Growl, Thundershock, and Thunder Wave. We have Len the Sneasel, Bashful Nature. Gotta love those neutral natures. With Keen Eye and Scratch, Screech, Feint Attack, and Quick Attack. We have Totem the Execute. No! Totem the Execute, she is Gentle Nature with Chlorophyll and Barrage, Uproar, Hypnosis, and Leech Seed. And of course we have Aristotle the Electrike, Quirky Nature, another neutral nature, with Lightning Rod and Tackle, Thunderwave, Leer, and Howl. Oh yeah, and we have Novistador, the weirdest Rock Smash slave I know. Seriously, why Paris and Parasect can learn Rock Smash is beyond me. But nevertheless, Novistador, Gentle Nature with Effect Spore, and Scratch, Stun Spore, Poison Powder, and of course Rock Smash. So that is the team that we are rocking with for now. And let's go ahead and try and take on the rest of the trainers on this route. But first, encounter. And, ooh, I'm actually really glad that wasn't my encounter, because that would have just been another encounter squandered. Like I'm about to capture a freaking Metang. Can you not? Can you seriously not? Okay. We're gonna switch out real quick, because screw that. Excuse me while I get out of this battle. I took 1 step! Are you kidding me, Coughing? Alright, person, what do you have? I'm so scared of what these trainers have because, again, they're on par with me. Strongman Antoinette with a Tentacool. Okay, that's manageable with especially Thundershock, but I'm not... Oh, actually, it's level 17, so I might actually just go to Thundershock. Alright then. One note I want to make right now, actually. Last episode, I was going through my list of my top 40 favorite Pokemon from Gens 1 to 6, and I made the subtle comment that I had no idea why Slowbro was on the team. At the time, I didn't realize, but I absolutely remembered why Slowbro is on that list. It's actually, this is probably the only time I'm going to, you know, give a explanation of why a Pokemon is on that list, besides maybe Gyarados later, but we'll see. But the reason Slowbro is on that list is because of the very first video that I ever made for YouTube, which isn't uploaded because it was on my previous channel, which I deactivated. It was a video that I recorded on my iPhone, actually, so it was not the greatest of quality. Nevertheless, it was me playing the Pokemon Stadium Prime Cup Master Ball. So it's one of the hardest battles there is. And I remember it was my team against, there was a Cloyster, I believe there was an Electrode, and there was Mew. The headline, of course, is Mew. So that's what makes that battle so incredibly difficult. And what made that video so incredible, oh hey, Max Ether, is that I actually, I went down in that battle 3 Pokemon to 1. The only Pokemon that I had left was Slowbro. And as soon as I sent in Slowbro, it got paralyzed by the Electrode. So I had to take on the entire opponent's team, the Electrode, the Mew, and the Cloyster. By the way, the Mew and the Cloyster were at full health, hadn't even been used yet. The Electrode had already just raped my team. And my Slowbro had been paralyzed by the Electrode. And Slowbro won! Slowbro actually made it out of that battle alive, if you can believe it. So, ever since I recorded that video, Slowbro, to me, Slowbro's nickname to me, and if I ever get a Slowpoke or a Slowbro in this Nuzlocke, I am going to call it my hero, because Slowbro is 100% my hero because of what happened that day in Pokemon Stadium. And I'm so sad that while I was recording the last episode, I didn't realize why Slowbro was on that list, but I 100% realize now. Why did you wake up on the first turn, Bidoof? That is not allowed at all. Leech Seed, screw you. Alright, and that is gonna take care of this annoying little Bidoof that reminded me of terrible memories of playing Alpha Sapphire as a Wonderlock, and I lost one of the Wonderlocks that I've done in Alpha Sapphire because of a rollouting Wailmer. I had absolutely nothing for water types up until the point of fighting May between, I think it was the 2nd and 3rd badges, and her Wailmer did nothing but roll out and absolutely destroyed my team. So, I don't know why that particular Bidoof using rollout was the thing that reminded me of that, but nevertheless, it was. Metronome, great. I'm sure not going to use that. So we have these things here. They're not berries yet, but I do have the spray duck, so I think what this does is makes more berries appear later, maybe? I'm not 100% sure, because I never, ever bother with, like, planting berries or any stupid shit like that. Oh, hey, I got my Deep Sea Scale back! Cool. Do you fight me? You do, okay. This will be the last trainer on this route, and then we are going to make our way over to the Eterna Forest, where... Oh, Gengar! Okay, that's kind of threatening. I doubt he's going to have anything horrible yet. We are going to be able to get one encounter in this episode from said Eterna Forest. So, let's look forward to finally getting something that can maybe take some hits. Because I have not been getting a very defensive team. I guess argument can be made for Bonsly, but it's still a baby Pokemon, so what use can it have other than taking a couple of hits, maybe? Anyways, this Gengar is getting one-shotted. Actually, one other point that I need to make, which it's kind of fitting I mentioned this now because there probably will be a grinding montage coming up at some point in the next episode or two, because the second badge is quite a bit higher level than what I'm at right now. But anyways, I did find out finally how to input action replay codes into the ROM. That's not to say I'm going to use it abusively. I promise the only reason I would use action replay in this would be to get a boosted experience. Because I know how not fun grinding montages are to watch. Especially doing the one that I did right before the first gym battle. It's not a very fun thing to watch. So I figure inputting a... Oh, that hurt. Inputting a action replay experience code will probably help at least a little bit. So, oh, stop hurting me, Talo! Why is a Talo hurting me? Alright, apparently I'm not using Electrike against this thing, so... Bonsly. Gotta keep bringing back the memory of losing the first round of this and copycatting Sudowoodo baby thing. This is not gonna do much. Oh my gosh! Oh yeah, I guess Bonsly and Sudowoodo's physical attack is actually pretty decent. So I shouldn't be overly surprised by that. Okay, I'm going to heal my Pokemon, and I will see you guys by the entrance to Eterna Forest. Does this person give you anything? Nope. I didn't really think so. Okay. So, does this person give you anything? No. Okay. Stop talking to people! Okay, we have made it to the Eterna Forest, and hello, Cheryl! So, the fantastic thing about Eterna Forest in this game, especially for Nuzlocke purposes, is A, you have someone healing your Pokemon after every battle, which, no matter what kind of game you're playing, is fantastic. And B, when you go to get your encounter, you have a choice. This is one of the very few possibilities in the game where if you're doing a Nuzlocke, you actually have a choice of which encounter you're going to pick. So, first of all, another weird Hyper Potion. And let's see what our choices are. We have... one is Species Claws, and one is Skuntank. Skuntank is actually awesome. Poison Dark types are actually one of the best types in the game. That's a Steelix, so... I'm really hoping that doesn't kill said Skuntank. I'm going to switch out into Noodleman so that I can paralyze the Skuntank. But yeah, even up until, like, Gen 6 and 7 when Fairy-type was introduced, Poison and Dark-type is still one of the best typings in the game, at least for resistances. Because it only has the one weakness, and it also has the immunity to Psychic. So, I am totally down to add Skuntank to the team if I can make that happen. And the thing with Parasect is, not that I would capture Parasect over Skuntank anyways, because I absolutely would go for Skuntank anyways, but what Species Clause is, if I have anything in the family of Parasect, which I do because Novistador is on my team, the Paras, then that's called Species Clause, and it's more of an optional thing, but thank you for rock throwing the Parasect. But I'm going to take Dupe's Claws and Species Claws to mean that that encounter is perfectly fine to be rid of, and I'm not going to be capturing those. So, I'm sincerely hoping that this Steelix doesn't destroy the Skuntank somehow. I'm hoping it doesn't have a horrible ground move, because that would really be unfortunate. Did you really have to Poison Powder? I realize because I'm with Cheryl, being poisoned is not a huge deal, but still, that's a little bit of insult to injury, so screw you. Okay, after this particular Thundershock, the Parasect should be dead, and I think I'm just going to start throwing Pokeballs at the Skuntank because I don't want the Steelix to kill it. I don't think it's going to have horrible ground moves just yet. It might have, like, Mud Shot or stupid shit like that. Rock Tomb. Okay, how much is that going to do? Is it going to do a lot? No, not too much. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just try chucking a Pokeball, see what happens. I'm absolutely planning on adding this Skuntank to my team, though. I might actually switch out first because I don't really like the poison damage I'm taking. So let's go out into, I guess, just Len. It's not like I'm going to be getting experience from this battle, so... Or wait, no, I already did get experience from this battle, but not from the Skuntank. Okay, you can stop Rock Tombing now, Steelix. Don't make me kill you! Okay, and let's see what happens. Can I get this on my first Pokeball? I don't know what Skuntank's capture rate is like, but I got it! Alright! That is finally a Pokemon that I would actually consider really, really good to add to the team. I shouldn't say that, I know, because, you know, my team currently has taken me to the point that I am now, and, you know, gotta love them and all that. But, you know what? I really like Skuntank, and I intend on using him a lot. So, you know what? This is going to be the Pokemon right here. This is a shout out to probably my biggest fan in the comment sections. This is for you, Francis. You asked for it. I'm giving it to you. Skuntank is going to be called Fierce. Apparently that is Francis's nickname of sorts. So, I absolutely intend on throwing Skuntank onto the team. So I will be right back. Oh, High Lantern. Alright, so before I do anything else, Fierce is holding a Repel. So that's a thing. And let's check out our Skuntank. So, Impish Nature, which I actually believe Skuntank is a physical attacker anyway, so that is actually decent. Aftermath, I hope it doesn't come to that. With Scratch, Focus Energy, Poison Gas, and Screech, so it doesn't have anything fantastic yet. But, yeah, like I've said, I absolutely intend on using Skuntank. I'm actually going to throw him to the front of the party, too, because, he needs a little more experience than Bonsai, and Bonsai is currently paralyzed because of that Lantern I encountered. By the way, Moss Rock, that's just kind of there. I apologize, Francis, if you're slightly offended that I ended up naming your nickname after a skunk. But you know what? In my opinion, Skuntank is fierce. So, in my mind, I don't consider it an insult of any kind. Alright, Aristotle gained a level from that, so awesome. Let's do this, I guess. I am actually quite thankful now that Cheryl's Pokemon is a Steelix of all things. That is a fantastic companion to have with you. And I'm especially glad that it didn't do anything to damage my chances of getting the Skuntank. That is a Flareon, and a level 15 Flareon at that. Alright then. I am not using Fierce against this. I guess we will use Aristotle. Sure. Torkoal wouldn't have horrible ground moves yet, would he? Don't be doing that. That's good. Please hit the Torkoal a lot. It's gonna need some damage taken on it. Ember. Oh! Wow, that was super teamwork right there. Alright, the Flareon is paralyzed. I will hope that the Steelix takes out the Torkoal this turn, because I don't really want to be dealing with the Torkoal. Because, you know, its defense is way too freaking high. God damn it, Steelix! I don't like how much damage that Ember did, so I'm gonna switch into... I think Bonsly is my best switch in. Bonsly actually is the rock type that I needed to take on fire, because up until getting Bonsly... Stop missing, Steelix! Up until getting Bonsly, I didn't really have much for fire types, and now I feel I do. Really? With the poison? I'll be fine. That might kill the Steelix, actually. Oh, no. Not even with the Flash Flare boost. Okay. I will try low kicking, I guess, the Flareon, because we need to be dealing with the Flareon now. That should kill the Torkoal. Yep, okay, good. To be honest, we probably should be focusing on the Flareon more, considering now we still have 2 Pokemon at a time to deal with. But let's just see how much this low kick does. Not a whole hell of a lot. And the Steelix is going down, so now it's me against the world. Oh, we absolutely should have been focusing on that Flareon. God damn it. Okay. This might be a problem. Trapinch. That is a problem. That is a ground type with a very good attack stat right there. And ground types really hurt my team right now. Oh, what do I do? Hang on. I need to know something. What does Fake Tears do? It lowers special defense. Okay. So, what Pokemon do I have that I could switch out to safely, though? I don't really have one against a Trapinch. Not that it would have horrendous physical ground moves yet. Huh. This is interesting. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Fake Tears the Flareon. Hope that Bonsly doesn't take way too much damage right now. And we'll switch out to Noodleman and see if Thundershock can really do something. Okay. Oh my gosh! Oh no! No! That is the death of freaking Bonsly. Are you kidding me with the critical hit? I don't even know if that critical hit mattered because the Ember would have hurt nevertheless because of the Flash Fire boost. Oh, that is not great. Okay, well, there goes that fire resistance that I said I just had. Why can't I just have an episode without deaths these days? Well, this should at least do most of the damage to Flareon. Okay, I think it's a 2-hit KO from here. As long as Noodleman doesn't take way too much damage from everything that's about to happen to it. Okay, that is fine. I think a Thundershock will kill. I think. It's really pissing me off that Flareon isn't getting paralyzed either. That is just adding a little bit of piss off to my mood right now. Alright, Fierce is level 11. That's fantastic. Fierce wants to learn Fury Swipes. Might as well. It's better than Focus Energy, I think it has. Yeah, might as well get rid of that. I'm not about to try and play for crits. And this Trapinch shouldn't hurt me too badly unless it crits again. I really hope I didn't just jinx that. Did I just jinx it? No, I didn't. Okay. We are not leaving in Flappy against this thing. Let's go out into... I think Len is probably my best switch in at this point. for the dark resistance. One of these days we'll get through an episode without a death. Okay. This battle should be significantly easier now. Oh, alright, one shot. Cool. Thanks, Len. Okay, and the final Pokemon is... Oh my, that's... That is a Dragon Rage threat. Thankfully, Len does have more than 40 HP, so a couple feint attacks should do just fine. I'm glad I'm encountering it at this point and not a little earlier, because... whole early game Dragon Rage is bad. Okay, it just leers me anyways. Okay, so... after this battle, I'm gonna have to run back and swap Bonsly for Paris just to keep dead things off of my team. Considering Cheryl's just gonna heal my Bonsly right now. Alright, well, thanks for killing my thing again. Gotta love that death. Alright, I'll be back. You know, I gotta say, there is a certain amount of relief about not having the baby form of the thing that murdered me in episode 2 on my team. So, in that sense, I'm not way too sad about Bonsly. But still, I'm getting just a teeny weeny bit sick and tired of all the deaths that are happening, so... I'm really hoping that's not a thing that's going to continue. Swinub and Voltorb, okay. That's not overly threatening unless the Voltorb decides to explode. Which it might do. I'm immediately going to switch out into my most defensive thing. Which appears to be Execute, and I really don't want to do that. Okay. Oh, is this Voltorb seriously about to end the life of another team member because of explosion? Okay. I'm gonna go out into Len because it's A, one of my most defensive things with the most HP, but also Feint Attack would probably do the most to Voltorb. Sonic Boom. Okay, that's not horrible. I can probably, I feel, take down the Voltorb in one hit. Considering how much Feint Attack has been doing, I feel kind of confident. And it would help if the Steelix helps too. So, Steelix, can you injure the Voltorb a bit, please? Thank you! You're a real gentle woman. I guess you're a woman, okay. Okay, let's see if we can take down that Voltorb. That'll make me feel a whole lot better. Okay, sure. Rollout. That shouldn't hurt too much. Okay, good. And the Swinub is not going to have way too much to injure me, so I'm not too worried about him. Steelix going down at this point is kind of meh. Because again, I've done the damage that I need to against Voltorb to not really care. I still want the Voltorb dead, so goodbye. And the Swinub shouldn't be too difficult at this point. Okay, the Swinub murdered the Steelix, so it's time I murdered the thing that murdered my companion. Alright, that is definitely a dead Swinub. Got through that battle fairly unscathed. But, you know, besides the dead Steelix. I'm wondering if I should just do my grinding now while I have, like, double encounters happening. I don't think I'm going to. I mean, especially now that I have the codes to use if I really, really want to. Oh, that's a large thing! That should be a dead Wailord. Okay. The thing was rollouting and that was terrifying me. I thought I was about to lose Fierce for a little bit there, but I had to kill the Wailord for experience because I knew it would give a whole bunch. And it did. Alright, we got Bright Powder. I don't believe I have any bug moves on my team right now, so yay. Alright, what do you two little cowboy wannabes want to throw at us? As per usual, I'm worried. Artisan Malcolm and Artisan Cristiano. Is it just me or is the name Cristiano popping up a lot? I've seen it at least twice in this episode, I believe. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, these things, I don't think they're gonna pose too much of a threat to me. Unless the Makahita starts, like, smelling salting or something. I'm gonna switch into Totem, because as usual, Totem is not getting nearly enough love. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Oh my gosh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, please, no. Makahita, leave me alone! Please? Oh my gosh, thank you! Oh, that was absolutely the end of my starter right there if he had hit the execute and not Steelix there. Oh my gosh! I absolutely should have known Granbull would have had Bite. I am switching the hell out! Of course you would paralyze me. Oh! Oh. Gotta love the double paralysis without synchronize. Cool. Alright, this Granbull is about to die, I hope, via Thundershock. Oh, this might actually take down the Makahita. Alright, cool. And now there's only one non-paralyzed thing on the field. Oh, level 18, cool. Are you feeling like learning anything? Nope. Totem, that is well-deserved experience for Totem. And the Granbull does go down to the Thundershock, so throw a little more experience at ya. Here you go, Totem. Still not leveling up. This Squirtle is going to die. And as is the Clamperl. I don't suppose I can borrow that Clamperl and put it on my team and, you know, deep sea scale it and all that. That'd be nice. Okay, I'm killing the Clamperl first because I believe that is the trainer that only has 2 Pokemon and not 3. So at least at this point it should be 2 versus 1. I'm thinking Noodleman gains all dat experience, and yet it is 2v1, so this Squirtle is very going to die now. Is that going to kill the Steelix? Not even close. Gotta love that 1 damage. Even to me, 1 damage. Holy, this is probably going to do most of the work right here, this Rock Tomb. Oh, okay. Oh, this poor Squirtle. Taking on this giant steel boulder snake thing. You know, thinking about it, like, people have fantasies all the time of Pokemon being a real-life thing. Do you realize how terrifying it would be to have a real-life Steelix? And, like, that's not the only example I can come up with, but can you imagine having this Pokemon, probably the size of, like, I don't know, let's say half the size of the Empire State Building. Maybe not quite that extreme. I'm not sure how big Steelix is actually compared to people, but a huge thing made of steel causing earthquakes everywhere. Is that really what you want in your life? That does, you know, as cool as the thought of it is of having actual Pokemon in real life battling each other, gaining experience, actually getting badges from a gym somewhere, and, you know, having your own real-life Pokemon evolve. I'm sorry, I'm not pressing A right now because I'm talking. It's it's a decent thought, but once you actually get into actually thinking about the fact that certain Pokemon are just not meant for the real world, it starts getting scary. Alright, Noodleman, you continue to get way too high of a level. I will continue to try and refrain from using Noodleman too much, but he's just so good right now. Alright, what are you? Oh my! Well, in the off chance we get Dialga for some reason, that'll be nice. And, you know, things I've seen already. Okay, let's see what these two guys have. You Lucian lookalikes. For those of you who don't know who Lucian is, he's one of the Elite Four members in this game. I continue to be worried. Breeder Wellington and Breeder Mia. Feraligatr and Blossom. That is a nice duo you got right there. Okay. And they're both level 17. Now, Feraligatr, I feel quite confident in saying he will have Bite, so I'm not going into Totem this time. That is kind of an unfortunate thing about having Execute and, you know, potential Executor, is that Grass Psychic is actually not a very good type combination, thinking about it, because, you know, you get... I believe there are 7 weaknesses, and that includes the quad weakness to Bug. So it's not the greatest thing in the world. I am going to Screech the Feraligatr in the hopes that the Steelix does his thing. Feraligatr, please don't hurt me. Water Gun, that's not going to hurt anyone, because you're not a special attacker. Oh, okay, that actually did hurt the Steelix quite a bit. Stun Spar? Really? This poor Steelix! Alright, if you're gonna just keep missing attacks, then I'll take matters into my own hands and Fury Swipes the thing. I'm not too worried about the Blossom, because I don't imagine a pure grass type can do much against a poison type. I don't know much about Blossom, but I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have much up his sleeve as far as a decent moveset goes. That shouldn't do much for you. Steelix continues to do nothing! And down goes the Steelix, and then it became 2 versus 1, and a very different story, because now this is slightly scary. I might switch into Sneasel. I don't think there'll be much that they can do versus a Sneasel, unless the Blossom paralyzes me with Stun Spore. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. A Feint Attack is still probably my most offensive move. Sweet Scent, I'm not overly worried about that. I'm curious about this. What does evasiveness falling even mean? Is that the same thing as, like, your opponent using focus energy? Does it basically just mean that you have more of a chance of getting critted? That's what I kind of try and understand from that. I'm not sure if I'm right. But what else could it be? Like, why would your opponent's evasiveness falling mean anything? I guess maybe if you have moves that have like 80% accuracy and your evasiveness falls on your foe, then I guess accuracy gets better? I don't know. It's one of those two. Either the accuracy of your own moves gets better against the particular foe, or you have more of a chance of critting. I don't know. I'm not thinking too hard about it. Mega Drain shouldn't hurt too much. Mega Drain doesn't get boosted by Sunny Day, right? I don't think it does. Yeah, it didn't do too much, and this Bite won't do much either. And the Feraligatr is about to go down to a Feint Attack. I love that I have Feint Attack, by the way. I love having at least one move on my team that doesn't miss. That's fantastic against the annoying early game sand attackers. And Fierce is already level 15, and Smokescreen. I might teach that? I don't know. no, I'm not gonna play the accuracy game. God damn it. Yes, give up on the thing. Give up on all your hopes and dreams. Murder the Blossom. Is this gonna one-shot? Probably not. Oh, jeez. Okay, definitely not. And there's the Stun Spore. That's what I was waiting for. That's alright. It's a little late to be Stun Sporing, so I'm not too worried. Alright, the only damaging move this thing seems to have is Mega Drain, so I'm not overly worried about switching in Totem. I feel like, considering how little Feint Attack did compared to what it usually has done in the past, I feel like Barrage is going to do... Well, it's going to crit, first of all, but other than that, it's going to do pretty well next to nothing. Yeah... This is going to take a while. I'm really hoping this hurts 5 times, because this Blossom is taking way too damn long to take down. I'm glad that crit happened. That's going to help. Nope. Okay. 1 Uproar should do it, because I think an Uproar does a little more damage than what it can take back from a Mega Drain. And then it Stun Spores me! Alright, thanks, Blossom! That's fine. I should be able to murder it with this. That was annoying. Holy, I didn't realize Blossom was so defensive. Or does it just have a lot of HP? Certainly one of those two. Man, Totem is not leveling up very fast. Yep, that was clearly a Metatite you had there. Totally not a Feraligatr and a Blossom. Just checking to see if there's any more items. I don't believe there are. There isn't too much more to go in the forest, and then we're going to end off the episode. Hello, Giant Thing and Leafeon. Cool. And Noodleman is level 20 already. And wants to learn Cotton Spore. Is that harshly lower speed? Yeah. I guess that's not horrible. I think it's better than Growl, at least, so might as well. Not a thing that I'm going to be keeping by any means, but it's there. That Leafeon and Wailord gave fantastic experience, so I'm glad I went through that. And what are you? Sure, why not? Alright, and that is going to bring us to the end of the forest. Thank you, Cheryl. You're fantastic! And that is going to bring us to the end of the episode. In the next episode, we are going to venture out of the Eterna Forest over to Eterna City. We're not going to take on the gym just yet because we're still a tad bit underleveled with a couple of Pokemon, but we are going to pick up, I want to say 3 more encounters. So, look forward to that next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Let's have more fun next time.